Welcome, Leo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I pulled for you the Ace of Cups. This is about the lessons that you have learned over the past year in particular, because it was such an intense year of major political and social shifts and psychological transformations. It is not about simply the experiences that you had in the last year. It's about what you've learned from all of your experiences. So that's what's seeding your intentions moving forward into 2025, another record breaking year of astrological changes, planetary shifts that are continuing to force our growth, our unfolding, our alignment. For you, there is something very different about the way that you understand the love that you so generously share with others. It's coming from a very different place than it has in the past. And that this is a result of the way that you have been leaning into the ways that love has not served you in the past. The ways in which the appearance of love was deceptive to you, so that now your love comes from an internal place within you. And this has been very challenging because it's been going against the outer currents of the social environment in general. This is something that has been a feature of your readings for a while, so that if you are particularly talented in a particular way or area, there has been a lot of expectation put upon you. You felt that expectation was positive because it was regarding the success that you were sure to be gaining because of this talent or the exhibition of some special skill you have. But the disappointment you've endured, the pain, the pressure you've endured as a result of what others imagined and projected onto you has slowly been replaced by this sense of self-discovery, of self-growth, an appreciation and acceptance of who you authentically are. This is a general reading, Leo, as most of you know. It is not going to resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a general reading, information for that personal reading is in the information box below. And I want to take a second to thank all of you for supporting me in whatever way that you do. So let's look at your present energy, the 10 of Wands. This is about releasing a lot of the old and false obligations that may have been dictated by the way that you saw your role as a lover, a giver, a provider. Leo, you are famous for bringing the sunshine, for bringing the light, the joy, the buoyancy, the fun into a situation, and you no longer feel that obligation. You no longer see yourself as the one that has to bring the levity into a situation. You know that your role is to be responsible to your development so that you are moving from a full, replenished cup. This is about prioritizing your self-care, your own heart and desire, so that your obligations, your responsibilities emerge from your heart, from what serves you, what is authentic to who you are, not what others expect from you. And this is really closing out a big chapter for you that has in many ways left you exhausted, psychically exhausted, so that you may have been spending and continue to spend a lot of time really simply self-healing, creating this new space in the absence of that old draining space of receiving, looking for validation from others. In the past, the Page of Pentacles shows incredible openness on your part. It's interesting because I'm getting the image of almost like a kid in a candy shop. Although your outer circumstances may look far different from that, the energy is one who is excited by the challenges that you have laid for yourself, excited by the path forward, by the pursuit of your own goals, your own direction, that have now replaced these ideas that others imposed on you about what you should be doing and who you were. And because of that, you're really open to learning whatever's necessary to move forward, to build the foundation that's really going to advance you in a practical way. Because the Leos I'm talking to are all about the foundation, the practical aspects of it, the support, the security, the stability of your material foundation. And you're willing to do the work for that. So that work itself is going to change its flavor for you in this coming year. And that is something you welcome. As somebody with a powerful work ethic and ability to work hard, working for others has been difficult for you. This is what I'm receiving, because you resented having to make other people successful when you weren't being adequately rewarded for that. You may not have been rewarded at all. Now that you're moving towards things that you know are going to benefit your success, move you closer to your goals, you're excited. You'll do whatever it takes because you know there's a plan in place. You've got a plan. And in the future, we have the Six of Pentacles. And this is describing your ability as the result of all these profound changes that you've made in your own sense of self, your own pursuit of the things that will serve you. You are in a position now to give that same love in a much more focused way without any expectation of reward, because the love you give now gives back to you. This is particularly supportive of parents who feel obligated to give their children everything and often work themselves to a skeletal core, trying to be perfect parents or give their children every perfect opportunity. This is really shifting a sense of self-acceptance so that you know already you're doing the best you can and that it's a pretty damn good job. But it's shifting the way that you give that energy so that it isn't, I do this so that my children can do X or Y. I do this because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good to offer things that I may or may not have been offered, or ways I may or may not have been supported as a child myself. Actually, the parenthood label is just an example. This can be relevant to your place of work, to a place you hold in a beloved community or neighborhood. Whatever it is, you are able to very judiciously, fairly, evenly distribute resources that you have to others, understanding that it is the giving that is what you're receiving. If this reading is resonating for you, Leo, please like this video, please share this with others, and please subscribe to my channel. And I pulled the Purpose card. I know what I am here to do. This is really marking the beginning of a sense of real purpose for you. This is really marking the sense that you are more than a trophy, more than a role, a wife, a husband, a mother, a partner, a friend, that you're more than that. Your role is here not just to assist a small group of people for a temporary amount of time. Your role is not just to help others to have success in life. Your role is to bring what you know, who you are, to others in order to gain your own success, to find your own place in the sun. In the past, in the present, the Ten of Wands is clarified by the Madre of Earth. This is like the Queen of Pentacles. And her herb plant is the creosote bush. I'm not naming the herbs of this herb crafter's deck to describe the healing properties of any plant or tree. However, this may be helpful to those of you on your own healing journey in some way. This is in support of the fact that our kitchens, our gardens are the source of healing, of greater alignment with our values as we support the earth. The mother of earth, the queen of earth, is really about your focus on your stability and your security. This is very favorable for the sense that you're creating a foundation for your own success, understanding that you operate best from a place of being fulfilled, satisfied, cared for, healthy yourself as the basis to give generously to others. And your generosity knows no bounds in terms of showing others how you are successful, how you're becoming successful, how you're becoming well and aligned. And the Ace of Water, the Ace of Cups, is the plantain plant. I just bought some plantains today. I'm so excited. For those of you that are familiar with this wonderful banana-like fruit, this is a reiteration of the energy of the Ace of Cups. In many ways, it's reaffirming the idea that love has become more about self-love for you, self-care, self-honor, and self-respect, and that begins within. It also is reinforced by the home. How can you make the home more in alignment with the stability and security, the comfort, even the luxury that you desire? It's really telling me that many of you have a home garden. You use herbs or homegrown plants. You love farmers markets. And this is really a positive thing. Perhaps it's something that you will continue to support, incorporate more and more into your life. That certainly is my hope. And in the past, the Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Iha of water and the plant chamomile. The Iha is like the page of water. So this is really an opening of the heart. It's a reiteration to say that you are open to doing the work that may be required for you to move forward from a place of actualizing your own desires because you've opened your heart, because you are leaning into your creativity, your imagination, your sense of self-worth and value as the priority. And it's also being clarified by the Five of Fire. The planet is Black Cohosh. The Five of Fire is about your willingness and ability to work with others to solve problems. This is reminiscent of the energy of making something that already exists that may be very challenging for you, may be tense or contentious, maybe an arrangement that already exists that you have been uh, managing but has felt difficult, that you're transforming that. You're actually negotiating that in a way with full confidence that you are moving towards something that will work better for everyone, primarily for you. So if there's an arrangement in your life, again, this makes me think of any kind of negotiation that you do on a consistent basis. So any kind of resource you're sharing with others, you're now negotiating from a place of understanding that it has to work for you too. You can't be sacrificing your energy so that others are benefiting from the arrangements. This, by benefiting you, is going to benefit everyone. Sorry for the noises upstairs. My neighbors get noisy sometimes. The Six of Pentacles in the future is clarified by the Seven of Air, which is noted by the eucalyptus plant. So it's important that you keep your respiratory health, your sinuses, colds, and flus together during these winter months in the northern hemisphere. And for those of you in the southern hemisphere, the same is true. There may be something about wherever eucalyptus is indigenous. We have lots and lots of eucalyptus on the west coast of the US, but it is not an indigenous plant. However, despite being an invasive species, it is of tremendous benefit and can be used, as most of you know, for all kinds of things that can relieve congestion and respiratory distress. The Seven of Air is really describing that energy where, again, you are making your boundaries clear. You know that you're on a path that's going to benefit you. You're accepting who you are and your gifts in a much more progressive, positive light. And so, in renegotiating arrangements that are routine for you, you're very clear that you have to be allowed to make space for the growth of your talents, your ambitions, and the Six of Water, which is absolutely about some kind of soul bond connection for you. This always brings up this reconnection to a passion of yours, something you do naturally, something that you exercise joyfully without any judgment, perhaps in your youth, something you had fun with, but that was easy for you. This may be something you abandoned because of the pressure you experienced to do this, to make this work for yourself in some very conventional way that didn't resonate with who you are or your values. However, I see you moving closer to approaching this passion from a new perspective of understanding that you can experience this great joy in creating something, in exercising, expressing yourself in a potentially very powerful and creative way on your own terms. It doesn't have to be the way other people have told you it is. And it's interesting because this feels like a real full circle for you. This feels as though you're recollecting something that you may have abandoned or released because of the expectations of others were overwhelming to you, ended up restricting you, shutting you down in some critical way. I'm going to finish up this reading with Flora and Fauna of Africa, as homage to Mother Land and Mother Earth. And I've pulled the Cicada card, and the key word is inner voice. You're transforming into your best self. It's time to reemerge and use your voice to reconnect with the world around you. Thank you so much, Leo. Happy 2025. Until next time, namaste.